Oh boy, they don't sentence Woodberry to jail. Hushpuppi guy has been sentenced to 8 years imprisonment after the plenty information when he give American government. They still sentence him to 8 years imprisonment. They go seize the properties where they UAE. He reached to wash his cars and everything. There are 9 parts. After he served the 8 years finish, he's going to be deported back to Nigeria. So now be saying go get rights to stay in America. He go come back here in Nigeria. The news they fly since morning on Twitter. Let me read the news for you. U.S. court sentences Mr. Woodberry to 8 years in prison and deportation to Nigeria. Hushpuppi's associate, Mr. Woodberry, sentenced to 8 years in prison by U.S. court. Jacob Olale Kongponle, popularly known as Mr. Woodberry, had been sentenced to 8 years and 3 months in prison for coordinating a multi-million-dollar fraud. Mr. Woodberry, who is a known associate of imprisoned Nigerian fraudster Hushpuppi, was sentenced on July 11 by Judge Robert Gentleman of the United States District Court for the Northern District of Illinois in Chicago after being convicted on 1 count of fraud. It was also learned that 7 other counts were dismissed following a plea bargain in April. The convict is now expected to surrender to U.S. Marshal Service for onward transfer to the Federal Correctional Institution in Danbury, Connecticut, where his family members, especially his American fiancé, will be allowed to visit him. Mr. Woodberry will be deported after serving out his prison sentence. Will pay 7 victims about $8 million in restitution. The court discovered that he has the capacity to make the full payment, but waived all interest on restitution value. Prosecutors, who discovered that he had 152 bitcoins, have sought for the court's permission to sell it off. A 30 days notice was issued to the public for anyone with interest in the assets to file a claim, but no one with legitimate interest turned up at the time of Mr. Woodberry's sentencing. He's expected to forfeit items in the Dubai police custody such as 1 Rolls Royce, Lamborghini Urus, Mercedes-Benz G-Class, AMG G55, 4 Rolex watches, 1 Patek Philippe watch, and 3 Audemars Piguet watches. Mr. Woodberry will also forfeit 3 gold and diamond studded rings, 5 gold bracelets, and 2 gold bracelet keys, 6 gold necklace chains, and 1 gold and diamond studded necklace, 1 small gold nugget, 2 bank cards, and about $1,835 in Emirati dirhams, and approximately $15.45 in South African rands. Now, it's not very funny. Say even this one where they go, now some people see they see tribal undertone in it. If you go Twitter, many people down there they say, Tiger say no be Igbo boy yo. After they go say na Igbo they do this. After they go say na this. Some people say, can we stop reading tribalism to everything? There are thieves everywhere. There are fraudsters everywhere. In my state, almost every young man for some areas of my state now, all of them they do G. It is the hardship that Nigeria put on us that make us not even bother to be engineers or doctors or lawyers again. It gets to a place where you get now as your pikin they finish primary school, you don't even need to enter secondary school. Now in mama they carry and go meet HK. Because the country has found a way to demarcate hard work and clap for illegality. So when you see doctor in the truck, they come with one dirty white shirt. When you see lawyer, he carry a bag. They stroll, they come under somewhere. When you see G-boy, he dey inside Range Rover or he dey inside GLE. So people will naturally gravitate towards that part of life. If Nigeria had found a way to reward people for their hard work, not be this one we're going to talk about. You see, most of these people, whatever they sentence go jail safe. Now they'll be the victim in all this. Because this country has enough money for everybody to be alright that we don't need to steal from the Western world. But our politicians have found a way to carry our small money when we get, carry our whole Western world. So the one way supposed reach us, not reach us. And with the season, you want a ball. So Nigerian men, not add this can be whether they talk, not be we even they do our pass. The ones where Russians they do. The ones where Indians they do. I don't know why now our own now they loud pass. And our boys they call someone to make noise. I'm not supporting Yahoo in any way, but I'm just saying the name they give to Nigerians is not totally us, and not be everything be tribalism. There are fraudsters everywhere, from Nigeria to South Africa to Brazil to even the America to UK to Asia, everywhere. Can we stop tribalizing this? Now, he has been sentenced to 100 months. I don't know if he's going to be out shorter, but at least he gets a lesser sentencing than Hushpuppi. All his properties have been seized: Bitcoin, Rolex watch, cars. I know say they pay EFCC now. Say the FBI and I said those things because now Nigeria they for hold that guy. Stories that touch. No wahala. Let's see how it goes.